All right, well, we're gonna move on to more sleeping, I don't know what's going on here today, more Sleeping Beauty inlay jewelry. And I noticed Jennifer's been wearing these earrings. This is from the Zuni tribe, the Teardrop Inlay pendant, and then we also have the earrings. So the pendant is $99.90. The earrings are $189.90, but we do have flex pay to make it more affordable. And HSN card holders get more and more flex pay. So $16.65 on 6 flex payments with the HSN card for the pendant. And the earrings, if you use your HSN card, is $31.65 is your flex pay. Just to let you know, making it more affordable. But what, and I know you chose to wear these. What is it about these earrings that you love? What
caught me was the color, the beautiful, like the deep, rich blue color on it, and especially the inlay of silver that is in it, and it's just a perfect puzzle piece of turquoise and just fashion out there for me, and that's why I got it.
Well, less than 70 of the pendant, less than 80 of the earrings, and you're saying about the color, so that is genuine Sleeping Beauty turquoise. Why do we make such a big deal about it? It's that perfect robin's egg blue, and you're gonna see very little matrixing. Also the earrings, they gotta match it. They've gotta match, I mean, the blue color can be like a little bit, a little bit different. There's variations of it. So when you do earrings, you have to make it look, as, kind of symmetrical and perfect and matchy as possible. So $189.90 is a great price for genuine Sleeping Beauty. And then here's this gorgeous pendant that you can, pop your own chain on, and it has a nice, you know what, let me get my ruler out, because I want you to, it's hard to get a perspective sometimes, I know, when you're at home watching TV, but take a look at the size of that pendant. Let me move it towards you. Look at that. I mean, it is a substantial size, and even at the thickest part of that teardrop shape, it's 3/4 of an inch across, 1.5 inches in the length. And we have it in with the liquid silver necklace, which, by the way, is coming up later on in the show. And we're talking about all silver. By the way, look at the back. It's solid silver. And isn't that the signature of the artist in the back there, Jennifer?
Actually, it is. The artist in here is Carmichael Halo, and he's a Zuni Native American, and he lives out in New Mexico. And the previous earrings that you had before was made by Greg Yazzie, and this pendant here is a representation of the raindrop. And for water, especially for water, it cleans the body, heals the soul, and especially feeds the earth.
Well, they're spectacular, and they're also very elegant and upscale, because it's something that, Southwest can go kind of casual, and these really can go high end. You can wear it cocktail, or you can wear it, business meeting, but you can also obviously wear it with a jean jacket and
the color really pops. The silver and the
so
turquoise.
Beautiful, because that perfect robin's egg blue, that Sleeping Beauty turquoise, that's the reason why it's so spectacular. And by the way, these are very limited as well. Everything that you're seeing is specially handmade exclusively for HSN. The prices are exclusive for us here at HSN. If you got on a plane and went to Arizona or New Mexico and met these artists and said, okay, I'm just gonna buy them from you, it would be more than what we're doing here at HSN. This is an exclusive relationship, an exclusive collection. It's been part of our HSN family for many, many years. Jennifer, a Native American herself, representing the artists that create these pieces. These are not, manufactured in a, big factory. These are handmade in family businesses. So it's, husbands and wife working together, brothers and sisters, children with their parents. It's a family business. 10 years old,
a lot of these silversmiths have worked with their family members and just learning the trick of the trade as they got older. And as they got older, this is their source of income out there, especially for Zunis and Navajos out there. And a lot of the natives out there live in remote areas, and so what they have to do is go into the city, get their provisions, and then go back home, and within their own homes, and the majority of them make these styles of jewelry. And it's amazing to see the Navajos at work, Zuni people at working, because this is what they love.
And different tribes have kind of a different aesthetic, a different sensibility, so you're going to see like a different look. These almost look like water. These have like a very kind of like liquid look to them for me.
It is, and especially this type of style, it belongs to Carmichael's family. This is their signature look, and especially for the different types of cuffs that they have. It's each person has a different look for their families, and that is their signature look as well.
Yeah, and I love the inlay. I mean, just the handwork to create that perfect puzzle piece in silver. It's just extraordinary. 077-590. You can pick yours up. Don't forget about all the flex pay that we have to offer. But